podcast, we gon' talk about it, yeah, we get it poppin'. Every Wednesday it be essential, we are the only options. Who they trust with their topics, even if it is toxic. Life and podcast, we gon' be here just to talk about it. We gon' talk about it. We gon' talk about it. Life and podcast, we gon' be here just to talk about it.
Hey, yo, welcome back to another edition of the Life Be Life and Podcast. Back up on the scene, I'm your host, Tony D.
And I'm your host, D to the J. Still in the building like I ain't never left. And shout out to heaven, you already know it's still a G thing. Won't he do it Wednesday, boy? We back up in this thing. What up, Brody?
Won't he do it?
Won't he do it, man? Another Won't he do it Wednesday.
Hey. Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
And it's a beautiful time, boy.
Yeah, it's a beautiful time.
Yeah.
Yeah, I know what I'm doing tonight. I'm showing off. You know, I had to throw my Saquon on tonight, man.
I ain't mad about it. We ain't mad about that, bro. We ain't mad about this.
Slide, man. Hey, we gotta go to the throne of King. What Ric Flair say? In order to beat the man, you gotta beat the man.
Yeah. So we shall see.
Be ready.
We shall see. Man, talk to him, boy. What's happening tonight?
Man, I feel good, man. You know what I'm saying? Work week been kind of topsy-turvy. You know, a little bit of this, a little bit of that going on, man, and you know, just trying to chill. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. So glad it's Wednesday. We can hop on, man. Tell me what you got going on.
Man, I'm ready for tonight, man. I'm ready for tonight's topic. Ready to get this thing jumping. Tonight's topic is gender equality. Listen, we finna talk about whose rolls is getting buttered, and not ROLLS, ROLE. Whose role is getting buttered, man? Like, are you independent truly, or only when it's convenient? You know what I'm saying? We got two stories tonight that kind of inspired this topic. And we got a few things we're gonna play when that time comes. But there's a few things that kind of led to this particular topic. One woman was the everyday woman who felt a certain way. She had a driveway when it just had the ice and snow like 3 weeks back. And she was complaining that she cleared her whole driveway herself. Now, this is her home. She the only one lived there. It's your joint. And she's like, all y'all dudes that's been in my DMs trying to holler at me, this is why I ignored all y'all, because nobody slid in.
You know what? Hey.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So, that being the case, lifers, y'all already know we finna do something wild. So listen, bro, the topic's gender equality. It ain't gonna be no woman bashing. So for any women that's watching, you relax, truly let your weed hang down. You know what I'm saying? Relax. This ain't that kind of party. But we will say why that the attention is more so we're gonna gravitate to your side of the fence. Bro, let's go ahead and spin them disclosures, do what we do, and then we get back, we're gonna jump into this thing. Sodomite?
The views and opinions expressed on the Life Be Life and podcast are solely those of the artists, producers, guests, and hosts of the show. Any numbers, stats, or stated resources that are given, we do ask that you verify that information for yourself.
Have you ever been in a situation and needed to be a little bit of emotional but just couldn't seem to tap in? Possibly needed to back your way out of a lie and show them that you're telling the truth by crying? Well, have no fears. Cry No More is here, made from real baby tears. The organic, all-natural substance you'll take once a day, and it'll produce tears on the spot. It'll get those tear ducts flowing. May cause side effects including internal bleeding, diarrhea, hemorrhaging of the belly button, eyelash removal, hair removal, back fat removal, toes falling off, and also bad breath. Cry no more. Real organic tears. Never be stranded again.
My bro had to sit me down, and I'm talking about D to the J. And the thing he said to me is God is always undefeated. Y'all, we got to learn how to pray, man, and get God in your life, man, because your mind will panic you. Your mind will have you in such a frenzy. And when you calm down and take control, because you understand that you are a God, child of the Most High, that all things are possible, your mind starts to slow down and you're able to live in the moment and not get up today and worry about tomorrow.
Ain't no need to panic, ain't no need to panic. Even if the blessings don't come automatic, I will always trust you even when it's manic. It's your boy Psalms, aka Holy Savage. Ain't no need to panic, ain't no need to panic. Shout out to the broken, shout out to the damage. I'm praying for your struggle, just keep working at it. Always know you favored, use the Holy Savage. Say on the yellow arm, it's your boy Psalms. You know what we be on. It's Holy Savage season. Everybody gravitate into it, get you cling on. I pray, calms your fears and fills you with a peace that's beyond. Far more than you can imagine. All of your blessings I'm asking for your favor everlasting. Holy Spirit outlast. Fill me with your holy wisdom. I just want to lead them. I just want them all to see freedom. A pathway that leads to the kingdom. No longer a victim. Breaking out the system. Your beauty's a wonders of prisms. I want to see all your glory. Let the chapters that you write tell a different story. Thankful for the blessings that you set before me. Shape me in your image and hand me to your inventory. Let's go. Ain't no need to panic. Ain't no need to panic. Even if the blessings don't come automatic, I will always trust you even when it's manic. It's your boy Psalms, aka Holy Savage. Ain't no need to panic, ain't no need to panic. Shout out to the broken, shout out to the damage. I'm praying for your struggle, just keep working at it. Always know you favored, use the Holy Savage. When you wake up, who you call on help you with your day. Sprinkle water on me, renew me in every way. Lead me down the path, holy independent way. The crossroads, the saints road. Lead me and I will obey. Only one to give solutions, knowing it gets confusion. Helping with contributions, mercy and restitution. No illusion, a pathway through the confusion. Listen to hold on me. Only real, no phony. Look down on me closely.
Millions and millions of
views.
And for you,
still praiseworthy in a bad dream, knowing everything ain't what it seems. I'm a holy savage, I'm a fight king, giving up on them unlikely. I'm still going through fighting. I'm a whole glass, ice cubes and an iced tea. Ain't no need to panic, ain't no need to panic. Even if the blessings don't come automatic, I will always trust you even when it's manic. It's your boy Psalms, aka Holy Savage. Ain't no need to panic.
Hey, question for you, bro. Hey, can you G-walk the gospel rap? Yes or no?
I think you can.
Hey, look, let's get it cracking, man. So, gender equality, life is if you just tapping in, tell a friend, tell a neighbor, you know how to find us. Best Duo 6 Wings and Ranch. You know all the streams, platforms we rocking on, all the countries it's in. It's a blessed thing, and we grateful for y'all. Gender equality, whose role is getting buttered? Let's jump to it. Listen, I'm feeling like this, man. I feel like the balloon popping games, man, it's got people more eager for the need of a joke than the desire to have a Jake. And y'all will catch that a little later. They rather have a joke than a Jake. So many people is trying to really be independent that you're almost pushing away those that are trying to successfully help you, trying to build you up and lift you because you have this threshold of what you think independence is. And it's messed up. It's like I see so many contradictories, and it's like the wanting of a good man, bro, that seems to be blurred by like their ideology versus reality. What do I mean? So on one hand, you'll have many will say they want a man with a job, but it can't be just any job. You know what I'm saying? The industry is going to matter. A title or lack thereof definitely is going to matter. Some people want them to be, you know, hey, provide for me financially, right? But then if you get upset, the flippy, and then it's on some old, you're not there. You don't have the time for me. You're not here. But you wanted me to provide financially. protect from stranger and danger, get mad, and then it's like you too aggressive. You know, so same way. A lot of people want to be treated like a queen, bro. But then on the same token, they want a bad boy like Shine and Mace. You feel me? So it's like it's and let me say this. There are many of us men that are willing to do all of that and then some, and even have the balance to where the negative stuff we can lessen. So we not talking about that. And I said all that, and again, this ain't no bashing session, and I can just as easily and just as fast and more accurately spit off the contradictions that men will say in regards to women in the relationships and the standards and what they really want. Like, we can do all of that. We know the videos where they got the shaking and all of that, but then we see their wives out in public and the wives don't match up to what they're portraying. They want a wholesome everyday woman, but you got the world thinking you want the skilly bop. You know what I'm saying? Hey,
right.
Okay. So again, it's some situations you're gonna find a man that's willing to do any and everything, right? So I want to kick it off like this, bro. Like, I want to ask you this question and get your thoughts. What do you feel has led to the increased criticism of men and the surge of an independent woman's mindset?
So before I answer,
Yeah,
I got a clip to play.
All right.
I'm gonna run this clip real quick.
For a little bit of context.
Yeah.
Look,
yeah.
Perfect.
Yeah.
Perfect. We're looking out.
Let me run this.
Yeah.
High value men that think that it's high value to work for the city. Let me tell you something. You're absolutely wrong, all right? No police officers, no firefighters, no construction workers, no mailmen, no post office. If you consider that a high value man, you're absolutely wrong, okay? There's nothing high value about making $70,000 a year. You men that think working for the city is high value, it's actually not, okay? It's pathetic. It's sad, all right? I don't want my husband coming home smelling like trash. Yes, we do need people to take the trash out, but don't come to me thinking that that's a high value job. Absolutely not, okay? You guys need to go get some real careers, okay? Become an entrepreneur or something, all right? Own a Lamborghini or something. Like, you guys thinking that you driving around here in a fucking Toyota and thinking that you're a high value man because you work for the fucking post office. You're absolutely wrong.
Right. So my bad on the language. I should have said something. But it was just so full of
context. It was something
so
we
my
had
apologies.
to hear. But it was something that we had to hear. And this is hold on. I'm not laughing. It was just like mad S's that was coming out in that whole sequence, and I had got so paranoid I thought it was something stuck to the top of my tongue listening to Shorty talk. But
so to start with the question, man, I really feel like that the foundations on which we somewhat used to build relationships has fractured, like it's going. Because it was like most of the times when you seen a mate, it was like, okay, this is somebody I can see myself with for the rest of my life. This is someone that I can see building with, traveling with, you know what I'm saying, experiencing all that life has to offer. And now that mode has flipped to where it's like more materialistic. And again, back in our days, it was somewhat materialistic. You had a pro model jacket, you know what I'm saying? If you had on the J's, what was those? The LA Gears that lit up, it was those British Knights, whatever. You know what I'm saying? If you had that, it was like, okay, it was something that people may gravitate towards you for. But it's like nowadays, men and women looking for quote unquote a high value man, a high value woman. But then if you start trying to ask them, here's the catch. What makes them high value? They start talking about materialistic things.
Physical attributes. Yeah.
Body shape, endowment. You know what I'm saying? good hair. You know, that used to be a thing too. But no one is
We
asking,
don't talk about that no more, bro.
right? You know,
You don't have to have good hair, men and women.
you gotta have no hair.
There's things to fix that, yo. You know what I'm saying? It's things to fix that. Understand?
Shit,
Yeah.
I'm not only a customer.
Hey, I'm the president, bro. We coming back next week with full blown Ike Turner.
You hear me?
Shoulder, bro. We coming back. We coming back.
So
Yeah.
So I just feel like that no one is asking the hard questions. You know what I'm saying? What are their family values? What are they looking towards in life? Do they even like kids? If I desire to have kids, we're looking at what someone already possesses, and I'm going to circle back around to this in a little bit. But here's the thing: the bigger picture.
Yeah.
All right. Why, on both sides of the fence, men and women are looking for someone to do something for them that they can't or haven't done for themselves? For instance, if I've never been out of my city or out of my state, I need you to take me out the country.
Yeah. Never been out the city. Never been out the city.
You ain't never been out the city.
Yeah.
But now, you know what I'm saying? You ain't never had a car. And I'm not saying this is this person's or
true.
The person that I played the clip for. So let me put that disclaimer. We're using it for context because unfortunately, there's a lot of women and men that think that way.
True that.
So I just feel like that we've gotten, you know, it's just like everybody living to show me state now. You know what I'm saying? Just like show me what you got.
Mm-hmm.
You know, ain't trying to meet moms. You know what I'm saying? Are you a family guy? How's your relationship with your mother? How's your relationship with your father? Because there could be potential abandonment issues. How many times have you been married? If you've been married, I'm not worried about that because you drive a certain type of car. You live a certain type of lifestyle. And hold up, wait a minute. Here's the okie doke that nobody's talking about. On movies and on series and TV shows, when they portray a man that is considered high value.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Nice car, always wearing a suit or something dressy, you know what I'm saying? Penthouse or big house.
Mm-hmm.
Normally, the same script is portraying them being a playboy, and more than likely they taking care of 2 or 3 or different 4 women across the country because they can.
And just to add to that, they also give them the personality and characteristics that aren't anything that a woman would want. He's ignorant, he's arrogant, he's rude, he's short, he's aggressive. You know what I'm saying? Short in temper. He's aggressive. He's all of these things. But he's got the money and the power. And thus, yeah, you're right. You're right.
So it's a trip, man, because it's like I look at it like this. I know myself and my wife, you know what I'm saying, and we get ready to hit year 19 in about a month here. We've built so much together. You know what I'm saying? We actually got our first, well, I ain't gonna say our first car, but I mean we actually bought a car together as a couple.
Yeah.
We bought 2 houses together as a couple. Things that we really hadn't done on our own.
Mm-hmm.
We was able to come together and build
together.
Better our life. And we can look back and be like, yo, remember when?
Mm-hmm.
Look at us now. So now, and not saying this is my relationship case, but now when you start getting those tent poles in there, strengthening that relationship, holding that thing up.
Mm-hmm.
Look, we all know, man, that marriage ain't easy. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Again, we talked about it. Every day, everybody got to give 100 because if somebody don't, somebody's slacking. So the other person got to kick in. We got to stay solid somehow.
Yeah.
So if we have built this together, and I understand that we, you know what I'm saying, we're not going to agree 100% of the time. We just going to agree to disagree and going about our business. But I ain't going nowhere.
Yeah.
And neither are you. We ain't putting our hands on each other. There's no outside relationships. Ain't nobody lying and stealing from the home. Yo, we can make this work. So when those moments come that you got to dig deep in your relationship, if all you're worried about is a type of car or a type of house or a type of status, what's going to keep you holding on? What's going to keep you digging in there? Because all of a sudden you'll be like this one celebrity, you know what I'm saying, that every 3 or 4 years she has a new man on her arm and they're engaged again.
Yeah, true that. And what I kind of feel like, bro, like on the real, so it's kind of like the same place that you was going, man, when you talked about the portrayal and everything. And it's gonna it's gonna sound funny, but the point is still gonna be valid, and I'm gonna prove 2 points. Georgie Porgy, you remember that song? Georgie Porgy. Poor Georgie Porgy. And the world looked at Georgie Porgy through this song as the bad guy. He was the playboy. He was going from woman to woman. He was spreading AIDS. Unaware, right? He had contracted it. And all those years, I was like, dang, Georgie fouled in the mug, right? The reason why we're presenting this and we're addressing the women is because of this. Y'all never tripped off the fact that somebody had to kick it off and give Georgie the AIDS. But we never talked about that woman. That woman was just as promiscuous, to the point that everything that ensued afterwards, she was the causing force. It wasn't Georgie.
Yeah.
His loose behavior is what allowed him to even fall victim to her, but he was still at one point first a victim. I say that to say, man, the thing about women is we want to attack this mindset because when you think about a man's presence around your kids, right? The only thing that you can really do is you can address a woman's mindset, because she is going to be the one that's more capable of having a man around her kids, a man in the home, somebody that she's, when she's asleep, is expecting to be protected, builds this, that, and the third. And so if her mindset isn't on point and her decision making is poor, then the ramifications could be greater, because not only is it impacting her, the family that she's allowed to be around, the kids in the home, assets, all these different things, right? So I said all that to tie that in when I say that, look, gender equality, and we're playing clips and we're trying to speak to the mindset of women as it portrays to the men that they want to attract versus what their mouth say. It's solely for that reason. We easily could talk about the men, bro. I could do that, but guess what? Men ain't laying up with themselves, right? When we talk about all these baby daddies that's out here that's wild and reckless, that ain't this, that don't take care of their kids, that don't come see their kids. People complaining the baby daddy don't never do this. I asked the baby daddy for money. He told me, hang up, shut up. You know what I'm saying? All those things. But did anybody ever ask, baby love, why you let my man fold you raw? I'm talking about WWE ladder table chair match. Night one. You understand? You got opened up like a bag of Skittles, but you complaining about the characteristics of this daddy. But you didn't even know the characteristics of the man. Matter of fact, you don't even know his government name. You still talking about, yeah, my baby daddy, man. Who? You don't even know his last name.
Yeah,
you just know
true.
You know what I'm saying? So the mindset, what do you want? Superman, Clark Kent. Ain't they the same person, bro?
Yeah, big facts.
Wasn't Steve Urkel and Stefan the same cat?
Right, Stefan and Steve. Like,
so how did you fall in love with one and despise the other? How did you hate Clark Kent, but you was head over heels for Superman? The attributes was all inside, but maybe your vision was just a little cloudy, a little bit blurry.
So
yeah.
So you know, it's snowed a little bit ago, as you mentioned. So right before the snow, I seen a guy on Facebook. He was talking about, he pays a few dollars extra for AAA.
Okay.
And so if something happens to his car, something happens to his wife's car, that, they can come out and change the tire. So I seen there was another video clip. I couldn't find it. So the woman was actually talking about this clip and was just like, any man who won't change a tire is sassy.
Yeah.
And I'm like, what's sassy? Or the other one, on like you mentioned earlier, the balloon pop. So if a man gets attacked, and it's not like a full-on argument, it's not back and forth, but it's just like, okay, if I didn't say anything bad about the previous person, and I'm not really finna say anything bad about you, why must you attack me?
Yeah.
But then if you attack me and I say something to set the record straight, not necessarily attacking you back, now I'm arguing, and that's sassy.
Mm-hmm.
I want to know where that came from. Number one, the sass. I want to know where that came from. But the thing is that
I got. Let me know, and I got your answer for that.
I may not be in a position right now to change a tire.
Mm-hmm.
I just may not feel like it. As long as the tire gets changed, does it matter who changed the tire? If I have to, I can change a tire. I've proven that. But most of the time, if I'm at work or depending on what's going on, and there's a tire that needs to be changed, whether it's my wife, myself, hey, let me hop on the phone and call somebody real quick.
Yeah.
Because right now, at this moment, I may not be equipped. That's why fast food restaurants exist. Because sometimes when men come home from work, the wife didn't feel like cooking. So now, does that make you less than a woman for the simple fact that you didn't cook tonight? The same reason I didn't change the tire? It doesn't. It's a personal preference. You know what I'm saying? And we really have to get that in our head. Give others the same respect that you would like to have. Give others the same leniency and the same grace that you would like to see. But people also have their standards. Hey, shout out to you. If you got standards, and no matter how wild they may be,
yeah.
If you got standards and this is what you're standing on, hey, more power to you, because you let it be known these are my standards, not what all men should do or all women should do.
Yeah.
Simply state these are my standards.
Yeah, I like that. And for clarity, we're not talking about, I hear people saying an able-bodied man that won't do XYZ. We're not talking about, you off work, you in the crib, I don't know, dudes that's just sleep on the game, shorty need her tire changed, and you just like, nah. It might be y'all are out and about, dressed up nice. You're not finna get down there in those Stacy's, man, changing the tire, and you got insurance. Now, if they taking too long, longer than the real expectation, then yeah, you go ahead and bust that move. But we have to stop labeling and calling somebody this new terminology that you use, this sassy or soft or whatever. And I had to really ask myself, like the question I asked you, this whole increased criticism, towards men, as well as the surge of an independent mindset. And we're not talking about the women that truly are in a situation, handling the business, paying the bills, but are still open to relationships. We talking about scenarios where somebody has really said, I don't need nobody, I don't need this, I don't need that, I don't want to die.
Right.
But then as soon as you link up in a relationship, now you want somebody to pay all your bills. I'm in my crib. Why you want me to pay on you? Like, we just started talking. It's the first date and you want me to take you out, to Capitol Grill. Why? When I got your phone number, shorty, I seen you at drive-through number 2 of White Castles. I seen you on that side, my boy. I seen little baby on that side of White Castles. Now we go on a date and you talking about, I want that prime rib, not on me. Not when I'm trying to get to know you. You did. But in all seriousness, no, it's one of them, man, like how we got there. I feel like it's the lessening of the presence of a man just in the crib in general. And we said back in like season 1, season 2, shout out to season 5. We talked about then, bro, that it doesn't matter whether it's a coach, a mentor, and again, in all seriousness, there's so much stuff going on. Make sure you're being mindful of who you have around your kids. But I'm saying that whether it's inside of your church, again, a family member, and I ain't talking about your Uncle Earl that's been slanging dope since the 80s. That's not a good role model. I'm talking about somebody in your family that is truly on point, that can speak to your son and give him the make and the model of where he need to go in life. And I feel like because the lessening of that and the increase of the single mom raising the kid, and we talked about how they got to that point, because you know what I'm saying, you hot to trot, you out kicking it with your home girls, everybody singing ladies and young man and how they singing all that stuff, right? And we're gonna keep it a buck, because everybody want to be independent fan, but most people couldn't even spell it to the song drop. But that's neither here nor there. But the role reversal inside the home, the lessening of any male presence that is positive for that child. And people can say that's not important. I was raised by my mama, and you might have turned out good, but I can promise you there's some characteristics that were not in your natural DNA that are leading to this. And what do I mean? Because people would be like, bro, you just are who you are. All right, I'll prove it. Again, we can go story time. The story about Tarzan, a human being raised by, and his attributes was different, right? Or even in, well, that's animated, D, got it. So what about in nature? We've all seen, whether it's a little lost kitten and she's been taken in by a dog, and the dog will feed and nourish her the same way it will as other pups, and the dog ends up getting raised. Or what about the little puppies we see that was raised around a real lion, and it interacts with them, it don't even know it's a dog. So I say that to say, you can be around something in an environment enough, and what you see from them can influence who you really are, to the point that who you supposed to be, you ain't. So when we get to talking about how this level of sass, we want to say, and everything that's coming about, it starts again from the influence on that child. So when I'm sitting here saying, look, I'm finna deal with the women mindset, this is why I said in the beginning, look, I ain't shooting shots. Y'all ain't gonna worry about that. Like, I'm not gunning for you. I'm keeping it a buck, because if I can get y'all to get like-minded with some men that's really doing the right thing, then a lot of these problems will fade away. When we can get to the point where it's, you can't, why are you talking to my child? You can't. Nah, let somebody get your child together for you in public, baby, because you struggling. You struggle. You tell them to sit down, he running wild. They doing this and that. And when the man try to step in, you want to correct somebody. But it is the voodoo child running wild. Sit your child down. What are we doing? But nobody can tell your kid anything. So, bro, I want to flip the script real quick. You ready? What time is it? 8:30?
Yeah, let's get it.
All right, I'm gonna get a little more, and then we'll pull up, pay another bill. So look, we talking about the women mindset. You hit briefly on the balloon pop, the joking aspect. People would rather try to go viral for a joke than live the rest of their days in love, for whatever reason they really said they was gonna go on the show. Right. And I feel again it's influence that's around them, trying to be cool versus keeping it the buck. Look, I ain't too cool for love, bro. I'm gonna keep it all the way. How many countries we in? I forgot. However many countries you in, I want everybody.
Plus.
Damn, I'm not too cool for love. I tell anybody, I don't fake the funk. I love my wife. I ain't them TV shows that be like, and everybody clown. Hey man, listen. I ain't gotta hide that. You know what I'm saying? So I don't care. But that's not the case for everybody. And while we started off talking about independent women that truly aren't independent, but they have a mindset that they want to be on their own until it's not convenient to be on their own. Wow. Such as examples of heavy tasks, the protection of the home. You want to be by yourself, and you don't want a man, and can't nobody tell you nothing until you land in that bed with that little 400 sheet count, and you hear that noise jump off. Now you looking to the left and ain't nothing there but a pillow looking back at you. What we finna do? Right? So now the convenience you want to make. But let's flip it. The real independent women, Doc. The real independent women that's holding it down. And I want to talk about, why do some men feel that a true independent woman is a threat? Or why is even the perception out there? You know what I'm saying? If a woman, independent, or even just is front like she is, and she's presenting all these, I'm this, I'm bad, you want me, look at my nail, look at my hand, sound like a rapper, look at my nails, look at my hand, like she right? So she on that time, and here I am on some more, yeah, but it don't fade me though. You know what I'm saying? Because if you're trying to present sex, I want to keep it a buck. Everybody that's of legal age, because we seeing a whole lot of people getting caught up.
Man, yeah, a whole lot
of people. Just seen an officer here. I just seen a report today. They found two underage at his crib, and they looking for him.
Man, I just seen that too. Yep.
So I'm talking about women that are well over the legal age until the day they hit in the grave. All y'all women got the same thing. So if everybody and their mama got $1 million, please explain to me the new value of $1. It don't mean jack, because everybody got $1. So if everybody has what the legal age women has, you shouldn't be manipulated by that. Everybody got that. So what you coming to the table with? That baddie mindset. That ain't popping, right? I'm talking about the real woman, the real independent woman who would like to have love, but she taken care of between 2 jobs and making sure, you know what I'm saying, bam, homework get done. You feel me? She ain't got the time. Why do some people say that that is a threat if I choose not to entertain either her or even the false baddie independent woman that's trying to give me her attributes, and I'm like, why would the critique come back that you just don't like women because you turn, she bad, but what does that mean?
Yeah. So again,
how is it that they a threat, bro?
So again, things have changed. You know what I'm saying? Like, I feel like that 40s, 50s, 60s, because of the way the world was, that was kind of the way life was, quote unquote, assigned. Okay. You see a lot of those shows, you know what I'm saying, from back when. Mom is a stay-at-home mom. She takes care of the kids. She, you know what I'm saying, takes care of the home. It's the guys, the men of the house that go out there and, and win the bread. So right about, 70s, 80s, 90s, there was a shift in that mindset. There was a shift as women started, getting out into the workforce, and women started to move up the ladder. But it just kind of seemed like, excuse me, to certain people, that if a woman makes more money than you, then it makes you less of a man because she now wears the pants.
Yeah.
And I think that's where people get intimidated, because at the end of the day, if we've decided to come together, you know what I'm saying, and be together, make a life, make a family, what anybody makes shouldn't, you know what I'm saying, influence whom you're supposed to be. Because if I'm the man of the house, I'm the man of the house, and I'm the protector. And if we're equals in this relationship, sure, if you can wash dishes, I can wash dishes. If you can wash clothes, I can wash clothes. If you can iron, I can iron. There ain't nothing that's gonna make me get out of pocket or be intimidated.
Yeah.
But it's all about your mindset, because some people get stuck in their ways. Because as you say that, and you hit on it earlier, there are some cats that they woman CNA or RN, and she work at the hospital, she working 12, 14-hour shifts. He's sliding around in her car all day. All he doing is slinging a little bit of weed on the side, and he in the game, and he is in the house on the game all day. You know what I'm saying? Every time she comes
taking her decorations off the rear view, driving around like
blunt wrappers and Douce bottles, and you know what I'm saying, Air Force Ones and flops and T-shirts and hoodies and sweaties everywhere. Every time she come in the house.
everywhere.
Every time she come in the house.
Everywhere.
Every time she come in the house.
And Swisher Sweet empty packs in the back seat.
So it happens on both ends of the spectrum. Right?
True.
And she loves dirty draws.
True. Never let them
dirty
go.
draws.
Love them, baby.
Never.
Never let them. Hey, but like you said, it's
So
start with the mindset. You're right. It's a mindset.
Yeah. So it's a mindset. I feel like that when two people come together, what time it is needs to be understood.
Mm.
So if this is all that I want, which may be very, very minuscule to you, but this is all that I want. When I've given you all that you want that's so minuscule for you, that means I still got a whole lot. You can't get mad if I go spreading it around. You feel me?
Yeah.
So the thing is, everybody got to know what time they're on. If this is going to be feelings involved, let's get feelings involved, and let's start having feelings involved conversations. If this is going to be, we just go hook up from time to time, friends with benefits, let's have friends with benefits conversations. Let's wrap up, snap up, tie it up, buckle it up, because we're friends with benefits.
Yeah.
I don't want to get attached to you for the rest of my doggone life.
Yeah. And in that regard, I don't care who wear the pants. You could wear the pants. They finna come off anyway. Problem solved.
Yeah. So have those conversations, man. The world is way too dangerous, way too crazy to get caught up. And people say, oh, you can say that now, you know what I'm saying, you've been married. But here's the thing, I wish I had someone that would slow my roll and just have conversations with me.
Yeah, true.
So now, someone that was supposed to be seasonal, you tied to them for the rest of your life, which is going to hinder your life. Women and men. And we really have to have those conversations.
Yeah.
The world is getting so fragile now that I couldn't imagine bringing a child in this world at this point.
Yeah.
It's just so much going on. But
it's difficult.
At the end of the day,
it's for a multitude of reasons.
Yeah, we gotta have those conversations with each other, man. Because if we both have conversations, adult conversations, then we both know. Not she really want him, but he a playboy. Hey, Lil Mama, check it out. This is what it is. You know what I'm saying? Take it or leave it. Therefore, feelings don't get hurt. Feelings don't be involved, man. But it takes two. Hey, it takes two to tango.
Yeah.
So I just really feel like that we should put ourselves first. And when I say self, I mean women and men. Women, put yourself first. It's okay to put yourself first. Make somebody have standards. To make sure that someone is going to be doing something in life before you lay down with them unprotected. You know what I'm saying? Because when 7-Eleven open, it ain't going to never close.
True story.
For men, have those conversations, you know what I'm saying? Equally. You are equally as responsible for your body. You are equally as precious as each and every woman. And women, not to degrade or say that you're less than, I'm simply stating facts. Y'all are both equal as precious, because no baby can come in, no relationship can be in without you two being in unison and agreement.
Yeah, that's facts. That's facts.
Lastly, don't be afraid to build. I've seen so many times that people, try to ponder up to love, showering with someone with gifts and letting them run over you, letting them walk over you, letting them do whatever it is to make them happy so you can keep them. Hey, them days is over. Put yourself first, because again, in that relationship that you are about to enter in, woman, you are equally as valuable as that man is getting ready to be. Men, likewise, you are equally as valuable as that woman that you're about to propose to. We have to understand, y'all, gender equality. It's not so much whatever you can do, I can do better. It's saying, yo, whatever you do, I can do. But if that's your thing, I'm gonna let you handle it. But if a day comes that you can't handle it, I'm gonna knock it out for you. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna be here to be able to handle it. So y'all, I just really hope, you know what I'm saying, as we start turning the corner tonight, that we bring this thing in and we understand where each other stands. So, bro, I'm gonna ask you this, man.
Yeah.
I'm gonna ask you this. So
I want to pick something up on that real quick before you ask that.
Yeah.
My 2 cents in on that is, speaking on behalf of my role, what I want to see us men do is I want us to be realistic in life. What do I mean? We know good and doggone well that when we look at a woman, we can almost know what her struggles are. And because we see what her struggles are, we almost know what she's inclined to accept and prone to be victim to, right? Is she a little younger girl? You got the mindset, man, she probably got daddy issues. You know what I'm saying? I'm a step in, big pop of this situation. She gonna be cuckoo for Cocoa Puffs. She has never did this, or you people try to manipulate. And I say that because, again, I'm mindful of just different things, news-wise, nationwide, local. And locally, about 3 weeks back, there was a gentleman who had got carjacked, bro. 5:30 in the morning, he gets carjacked at a gas station, right? Sounds horrible, don't it? Got carjacked. You know how he got carjacked? Very young female. Now, I can believe her age was really about 22 to 23, but when I seen the photo, little baby looked like she was only 16, 17. 5 something in the morning, you supposed to be headed to work. You see this girl walking down the street. I ain't got to finish that statement. Which, as far as what he thought.
Yeah.
He's going to take advantage of her. Because in that moment, he's seeing a young girl. It's dumb early. That means no parents are looking for you. You have no place to go because it's cold. I'm going to let you in this car. You need a few dollars. I'm going to use or exploit you sexually, give you whatever money that I got, and you go on your way. So he ends up going to the gas station because that's where she needed to go. She done called, hooked it up, and by the time my man's come out, he getting robbed by the 2 dudes. And again, it sounds so sad, but we got to get back to the origin, and it's the intent. And so men, we can look at women and know that they're in a bad spot. So maybe instead of trying to get what we can get out of a situation, we have a different level of integrity that we uphold in that moment. And so in that moment, it's not, man, don't even lie to yourself, be like, oh, I just pulled over, make sure baby girl was okay. Nah, you ain't do that, because you can call one time for that. You can call 12 and be like, yo, it's a, I don't know how old she is, but you can even lie. She look like she's 12. Walking down the street, half dressed. They got that. Why you have to do it? You know what I'm saying? So stop trying to take advantage of women in the situations. Empower them. Truly be the male figure that they're looking for, somebody to be in that moment. Because the more that we can fulfill the true role of who we are in a woman's life, whether we know her or not, it could be in passing. It could be in passing and you see something dangerous. Hey, yo, your purse on zip, shorty, zip that up, man. Put your purse on the other side. Mad traffic coming on there. I hate somebody jack you and run off. Oh, good looking, sir. Yeah, peace out. And you going about your business. That uplift a woman, right?
Right.
Because once we can restore their faith in us, then the ability to make a decision changes. And so I'm gonna give this last example, bro, and I'm gonna kick it back to you. This goes back to the year roughly 2002, 2003. I got a real good homegirl, man, and she is low-key digging my brother. My brother got some other stuff going on. They can't really link. She was in a relationship, but didn't know what to do. Little buddy wasn't faithful to her. And she ended up deciding that she was going to move with him to another state. And I remember going to talk to her, man, on the side because I wasn't really feeling too well based on all the things she had told me regarding their relationship anyway. And it had nothing to do with the fact of it probably would have been best for her to be with my brother in hindsight. But that was neither here nor there. And I remember her saying, at this particular point, it just didn't matter if she stayed with the dude, because her mindset was that all men are a certain way. And so since all men are a certain way, why would I turn from the only one that I've known 6-7 years to try to start anew, when everybody that I tried to even consider starting anew, I see they on the same time? And I say that, bro, because again, that's a mindset. Because once us as men start to elevate our mind, and now we have a standard for ourselves, then that either causes a real distinction. You know what I'm saying? You know how
what box you gonna put this person in?
If you, one person kid play varsity, one person kid play JV, you already know the distinction. The clear cut jump from high school to college. We automatically assume college students to have a certain level of more maturity, readiness for life than a freshman in high school. So by elevating us as men in that standard, you automatically are going to create that education gap. So now that the women that we're calling the fake independent, that's really don't have it together, the ones that are talking like the online personality that was speaking against all the things that a man is supposed to do. You know what I'm saying? And again, that is just a mindset. So, bro, I'm gonna turn this back over, man. I know I rambled long enough. We got about 9 minutes, man. Quick little pay the bill. Jump back to Soapbox. What you feeling, man? Because we can vibe out.
Yeah, we can vibe out, man. We about to, you know what I'm saying? Hey, and if that's the case, we get ready to get up out of here then. How about that?
Okay, boom. So Soapboxes. So
yeah.
Coin flip, what you want? Dun, 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 dun.
Tails.
Is you gonna run it back or you deferring? What we on? You running it back?
Yeah, all I'm taking this to the house.
Bet. Run it.
All right. So as we talked about gender equality tonight, we need to get rid of the saying, what you bring to the table. Oh, I am the table. And wrong answer. Because just because you think that you're the table, it doesn't mean that's, you know what I'm saying, somebody can't pull up chairs and still eat. You act like because you brought the table, that's all the family needs, and that's all the house needs. If you ain't ever been to the end of the block, and I say it again, build with someone to go further, not look for them to carry you further. Again, standards. We got to realize that what you see is what you get a lot of times. We attract what we want to attract. So if women be like, oh, there's no more good men, and they're avoiding you.
Yeah.
They see you coming a mile away. Oh, that's Shorty Doo-Wop. Yep. Nope. I'm going in the other direction. Because my standards have reason that, number one, by the way that you're dressed, because women do the same thing. If you don't have all the name brand shoes or the name brand clothes, oh, he broke.
They got a song. They got a song, bro. Brokey, I hopped in the whip with the wife.
Brokey, bye, Brokey. So
like, what's on the radio?
So if that's the thing, when I see you dressed the way that you're dressed, you know what I'm saying? What am I saying then? Hey, get our standards in place, man.
When them Uggs is dabbing, I can't say nothing. But you try to get on little buddy. You know what I'm saying? They Uggs, all right, but you got on little buddy for having the Jumpmans instead of J's. But your Uggs is missing one of the G's.
So, and I know we put a little humor on it, y'all.
True that.
But this is real talk. If you head out into the club every week, you're gonna get what you're looking for. Yes, you may find someone, but you gotta be ready to change. Just because you met them in that life doesn't mean that they have to stay in that life. And again, if I have everything and you have nothing and we get together and all you bringing to the table is meow meow, you know what I'm saying? Like my bro said earlier, there's millions of other women that got the same thing. Same thing with men. If all you're bringing to the table is eggplant, you know what I'm saying? Hey, somebody else got eggplant too. Equal say so, y'all.
True that.
We have to realize that it's going to take two to make the thing go right.
True
We have to understand it's going to take two to make it out of sight. And that's my
that.
soapbox. And I'm saying good night.
Yo, I like what you did there, boy. I asked the question earlier to you, man, just as far as women that are truly independent, and if that's something that people would feel a threat to, real men would feel a threat. I won't go too deep in it because it's soapbox time, but I'll just say this: the answer is no. A real man is going to always look in the value of a woman to add to what he does in his life. Whether you believe in self as God, or you believe in the God above, or you believe in whatever energy, the universe, whatever that is, it still is written that a woman is a man's helpmeet. Whether you believe who wrote the Bible or not, those words are still something we can put our fingers on. So a woman is a man's helpmeet. And that being the case, we really need to look at the appropriate woman to meet our help. So we have to understand what we're looking for. So knowledge of self and what you want as a man is just as important as it is seeking the woman that you're looking to fulfill those holes and gaps. Because if you don't, again, we're looking at the Super Bowl this weekend. So from a sports perspective, how can you adequately be successful in the draft if you haven't stepped back to analyze what you need? If you don't know your holes and gaps on your team, how can you be successful? So you ever seen teams, bro, do some dumb stuff and you be like, yo, why they got 3 guards? Who's gonna start? What? And then people, well, oh, he's the veteran. This is the veteran. We don't put him over here. Yo, you don't know what you need for your life, aka team, until you step back. So how can you draft a woman to fill them gaps?
Yeah.
How do we turn the falsehood of we don't want an independent woman into seeing the value? And hopefully just kind of answer that. Ben, also we gotta have to stop stepping. I call it the stepdaddy mindset. We stepping into these situations, we stepping into a woman's life. Sometimes she's already established. She got a kid, she got a crib, maybe she don't have a kid, whatever. And we step into that home, that environment, and we're looking to change everything. Kids' bedtime has been 10 o'clock for the past 2-3 years. Guess what? A stepdaddy of the year, he's new in the crib. Oh, bedtimes is 9 o'clock. Oh no, we don't do like why you don't come in changing. This is not a rebuild year. We're building onto what we have and enhancing. You come in and make things better. FYI, fellas, I want y'all to understand the shorty system, whether you like it or not, it always worked before you, right? It worked before you.
Go work after you.
Maybe you got a better way. But how do you present your better way to get the job accomplished? And that's where us as men need to lead. Bro, you kind of made a statement that talked about what they bring to the table. If all you bring to the table is cool bone, what are you really bringing to the table? You know what I'm saying? Because the cool bone, like everybody over age got that, right? So my mindset is like this, man. Hey, bump your little table, fam. I can stand up and eat. I don't need your table. So if that's all you're bringing to the table, you keep that little table. I don't need it. I'm gonna eat in the corner standing up like this. You feel me? I want to take back this false narrative, man, of what an independent woman is, because I feel like that term has gotten so much criticism and has been blasted. And the reality is, got blasted because of the fake independent woman that tried to attach themselves to the true nature of what this movement was. And I feel like this whole thing was created because if you trip off of it and just what it is, I feel like it's a bitter person's mindset. Somebody was mad bitter way back when. And I can say that with confidence because, again, when I did the knowledge, bro, and I've kicked these stats before on previous seasons, I want to be clear that in America, if a woman wasn't married, bro, and we talking in the 70s, she could not even legally buy a house without her being married. That's law, right? So where would the independent mindset come from if even then? And you look about the old shows on Nick at Night, the Dick Van Dyke shows and all them shows, right? What 99.999% of every episode, the woman was always in the house and the man you seen come in from work. And again, the reason for that is because, unfortunately, the government has structured it to where Shorty couldn't do nothing on her own. So where would this independent mindset come from if women knew from birth they couldn't be independent? They was being groomed to be mothers and wives. Thus the baby dolls, the Cabbage Patch Kids, even them little funky dolls from Dollar General and Dollar Tree that you would turn upside down and that eyelash would only do like this and the other one would be closed because it was so cheap. The only lids open and closed when you turned it upside down. I had sisters. So even since then, bro, the mindset was being pushed in that, yes, you can be a strong woman and you can think and you can do this, but it is a joy and a pleasure to be somebody's wife. It's a joy and a pleasure to be somebody's mom. And you're going to take care of the kids by doing this. Let me show you how to change it. Like there was things structured. And now that we've removed so much of that, and that bitter woman, that whatever that one woman was, and started to speak just like the third of the angels got them whispers, hey, y'all should be worshiping me. Man, you right. You the one singing this song so beautifully when we agree. And they fell from heaven like a third of lightning, fam. And it's the same scenario with somebody over in the cut hosting a little tea and crumpet party, book clubs, women clubs, where everybody at work, they was beating up Lincoln. So, boom, the best way to do all this, and we finna close this thing out, man. Gender equality breaks down like this. I'm gonna keep it all the way a beam. I don't mind doing things for my woman, man. Me, I love my wife. I like my woman to be just as gentle and mild. Be a woman. I'll take care of the man stuff. Be feminine. You know what I'm saying? Let your hair down like Barry White said. Let me get you in the mood. You know what I'm saying? Like I'm with all of that.
Yeah.
But if I need help, my helpmeet is going to show up.
Yep.
That
Indeed.
shelf for me. So gender roles and gender equalities is basically having a conversation, finding out what you need and meeting your mesh on the other side. The roles is going to get buttered if you know what your role is. If you don't know, link up with some like-minded people. If everything is a negative session, I hate, they ain't, we this, that ain't the right part. It's the wrong part. Gender equality is 902. I'm D to the J, fam. I'm going to kick it back to you. Wrap this thing up. Yeah,
hey,
let's go on and take it.
Catch us next week, man.
Yep.
Hopefully Philly takes this to the crib. You know what I'm saying? Sunday we shall see. You'll know about my mood next Wednesday.
Man,
so we shall see.
Yeah, we gonna have a lot of liquor.
Yeah. So until then, life, go keep on lifing, and we're gonna be here to talk about it. I'm your host, Tony D.
And I'm your host, D to the J, still in the building like I ain't never left. Like I said, y'all tell these little skilly bops, if all they bring into the table is that little bitty whack table, keep that table, fam. We're going to stand up and eat in the corner. We're looking for something that's going to be worthwhile holding on to. Again, I'm your host, D to the J, my dog, my bro, host, Tony D, every single Wednesday, 8 p.m., Life Be Life. Bro, hit the theme music, dog!
Every Wednesday, 8 p.m. Central Standard Time. Tap in with your boy, your host, Tony D to the J. Every Wednesday, Life Be Life and Podcast. And you know, they talk about it.